This past Thursday, as everybody knows, Donald Trump got into his massive feud on social media with Elon Musk. And for Donald Trump, that was probably the best possible thing that could happen. Because earlier in the day, before the fight started and really just got out of control, Donald Trump in the Oval Office met with German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. And it was during this meeting with Merz that Donald Trump said something so horrific and stupid that he not only humiliated himself, but he managed to embarrass the entire United States of America. I will tell you exactly what happened in just a moment, but first, a word from today's video sponsor. First, Elon Musk gutted federal agencies. Then he slashed public services. Now his people are fighting to keep their corruption under wraps. But a federal judge ruled Musk's alleged Department of Government efficiency is not exempt from open records laws. Judge Christopher Cooper made it clear that the Trump administration completely failed to argue against the fact that DOJ is acting with massive unchecked power. Ground News analyzed dozens of sources covering this from across the political spectrum. And comparing coverage, you'll see how some spin this as a partisan issue while others call it what it is, proof of corruption. Same story, different spin, and exactly why you can't blindly trust the first headline you see without knowing the biases behind them. That's why I've been relying on my partners at Ground News for a long time. If you like my show, you'll love how their app and website lets you compare coverage with context on each source's political bias, credibility, and financial incentives. This way, you're not just taking one source's word for what's happening, you're seeing past the layers of selective reporting shaping your worldview. Billionaires and political agendas are controlling more and more of our media, deciding what they want us to see and think. Ground News, on the other hand, it's independent, it's nonpartisan, and only committed to helping us think critically about the stories shaping everything from public opinion to public policy. And since I can't track everything Trump and Musk are doing or undoing alone, I've curated feeds that track them for me from credible sources to make sure I'm giving you all the most reliable information. And now you can too, for nearly half the price. Go to ground.news/Farron to get the same unlimited access Vantage plan that I use for just $5 a month. Take back control of how you stay informed today. The link is in the video description. So Donald Trump is sitting in the Oval Office on Thursday morning, unaware that he is just going to have a knockdown drag out with Elon Musk later in the day. But he's speaking with German Chancellor Merz. And Merz begins talking about the D-Day celebration, right? It's coming up, this is going to be a great thing. It's a good thing. And then Trump said about D-Day, which really, marked a turning point in World War II. And Trump said this to the German Chancellor about the defeat of the Nazis. Trump said, "That was not a pleasant day for you. That was not a great day." The day, on the beaches of Normandy, that really, again, marked a turning point in the war against the Nazis. Like, that was when the tables turned. That is when the Axis powers basically had, or the Allied powers, had all of the momentum with them at that point. Bad for Nazis. And Trump's like, hey, you didn't have fun that day, did you, Germany? Implying, of course, that this German chancellor, who was not alive during World War II, is somehow a Nazi. Like, man, you must have hated that day. And after Trump made this horrific comment, German Chancellor Merz responded, "No, that was not a pleasant, but in the long run, Mr. President, this was the liberation of my country from Nazi dictatorship." To which Trump then sheepishly replied, "That's true, that's true." Donald Trump humiliated himself, humiliated the United States, basically had to humiliate this guy who he assumed apparently, again, was a Nazi Like, man, that was bad for, what an idiot. This is what happens when your only World War II history comes from bad, like, B movies in Hollywood. But that's where Trump learns. He learns from watching TV. He learns from watching bad movies. So he had no idea what any of this means. I guarantee you he doesn't actually even know what D-Day is unless somebody's there to tell him. But this is just beyond the pale. And here's what's weird too. As the New Republic pointed out, last month, of course, Trump meets with Netanyahu, where Trump suggested that some Nazi soldiers had treated their Jewish prisoners with love. I don't even know what to say about that, Donald. It's like, yeah, I mean, the concentration camps were bad, but some. No. Whenever you're talking about what Nazis did to Jews, you never add, but. No, right there, you've lost, okay? There is no but. There is no excuse. And Trump consistently tries to make excuses for Nazis and Hitler. He's the guy who told us, however long ago it was, like, well, Hitler did some good things. Oh my God. Trump, I'm not going to say he's a Nazi, okay? I'm not going to go that far and be one of those people who's like, Trump is a Nazi. But he sure is a guy that seems to have a lot of sympathy for Nazis and Hitler. Always wanting to, but there's two sides to every story, right? When it comes to the Holocaust, when it comes to Nazis in Germany and World War II and Adolf Hitler, no. That is not anything anyone should ever try to both sides. But God bless it, Donald Trump tries to do it every time. And again, Trump is lucky that he got in a big fight with Elon Musk just, moments after this meeting happened. Otherwise, this probably would have been the big embarrassing news of the week. Instead, relegated to back pages and publications that unfortunately most Americans don't read. So this whole event gets swept under the rug because Donald Trump got in a fight with Elon. Did you know that you might be missing out on wonderful content from me? I mean, you're here already because clearly you like what you see. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, share them with your friends and family, but also follow me across the rest of the social media world. And it's not that hard to do. Whether it's X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, on every one of those platforms, you can find me at the username @FarronBalanced. Simple enough, right? So get on it. And if you don't feel like going to each one of those outlets individually, lucky for you, we have links in the description of this video to take you right to my pages across all of social media. So don't miss a minute. And while you're at it, make sure you're also subscribed to the Ring of Fire YouTube channel, which I have been hosting for many, many years now. We've got more than 1 million subscribers over there, and there is fresh content over there every single day of the week. So again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and while you're at it, go subscribe to Ring of Fire at youtube.com/The Ring of Fire and @FarronBalanced across every social media platform. That, of course, is not considered just a far-right hellscape. Well, maybe Twitter is, but that's a story for a different day.